nearly clicked the stop streaming button instead of the live zine button, and I find that really funny. That just would have been hilarious, especially for anyone who's like watching the stream, like in the free window, listening to the music, hanging out a bit, and then it's gone, baby. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Anyway, hi, hello, welcome to Sunday night stream. Isn't it great? I think it's great. I hope you think it's great too. It's been a good weekend for all of you. I mean, I have. Oh, I mean, I've enjoyed it. I think I've had a great weekend. The only downside is that it's like not long enough. I just sound like every office NPC? Jesus. The only downside is it's not long enough. Take annual leave then. It's a benefit I do have. Yeah, I could. I'm sleepy. That's my excuse for everything, right? I don't know why it never remembers this. If I played literally more than one Paradox game, I guess 2 now, because Bloodlines 2 counts? We can see if that's an issue that happens all the time. Want to play with Tyranny? I know on Wednesday night I kind of just disappeared while we were playing Tyranny, but to make it clear, a friend needed a hand, and so while they were saying, you don't need to do that, I responded with something that's worth bearing and repeating. No, I know. It's a choice, and I'm making a choice. You know? Oh, for using your Paradox account, you've received poison. Great. Spin the big wheel. Is that good? This is going to be fucking devastating. We're not going to survive, are we? Anyway, I've had a pretty good weekend. I've had a lovely time with all of my family, and I'm looking forward to spending more time with my family.
Send me your
In a statement that sounds like I have been embroiled in some sort of controversy. But not me, baby.
I got it.
I think some of the great successes are MS Stitches has finished the overture of Campaign 4, and that is pretty fucking great, because not only is it really good, Campaign 4 is incredible, but it means that I can send her any and all of the shitposts that I've been saving. I think I'm gonna need you to get out to spell DPS up, alright? As opposed to, well, our second spell DPS.
This should be the
Oh, that's another thing. Remember on Wednesday night I played Tyranny because I couldn't get Final Fantasy 13 working? Real Jimble's heads don't say that. Who were on the Discord will know that I successfully managed to get it working. Party attacks will transfer health from enemies. So pop that up, but it's not going to help people stay alive. What if we do the talent of if you die, you'll get back up? The greater renewal? Just fucking do that then. That's
We
better.
aren't flirting with total disaster. We aren't doing it right.
Cool. What might be better is ask leap to the aid of an ally. Get the fucking taunt off. Thank you, you piece of, like... Oh, I just love getting the... I'll say it now. Oh, hey, Lexi. Eventually. I've only been playing a few minutes. I said something very sweet about you earlier. Electrical repelling blast. How about you just go away?
Try something else.
That didn't work.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
What if we... Can we get Refuse pain. Harmful effect from you and each ally every few seconds. Like, sure, I don't think we're suffering. Hey, cleric. Maybe. You gonna say please? Yeah, you can tell when it's been a good weekend because I get even floatier.
Ready?
Still got it.
Hello, Willow and cleric. Willow has, at least on... Oh, you're still silenced. Well, did you get the... You did? Okay, cool. Has once again mentioned just a thing that seems slightly unbelievable, but very cool. Just offhand. So that's pretty fun. Oh, I just did. Very amazing. 47%, was not fully charged, 39%. Is this... And this is not the laptop that fucking died, right? This is a different laptop that is also misbehaving? If you're silenced and you can't cast spells, even if I really want you to, show them that they perhaps don't want to silence you.
I got it.
I will aid you.
We've done everything to confirm that that one is indeed dead, but I also recognize that laptops be expensive, yo. Fucking hate laptops. Well, I don't hate laptops. I just think cramming that much power into a small form factor that has troubles with heat
Too easy.
is gonna have worse results. Oh, Loxy.
This is useless. I should try something else.
Sounds like I gotta bully you into it and drive you into Civic this time. Watch my surprise. As the last of the enemy soldiers dies, life returns to normal in Lethian's crossing. Yeah, the weekend. Bronze Brotherhood Warhammer. Exquisite. Two-hand, crush, parry, devastating. I can hear Emma Stitch's like excitedly cheering version. We don't get him to use a two-handed weapon, so I don't know who would.
Yes.
Exactly, I could do that.
You want me to be subtle?
Fine. Alright, well, let's think about it. Maybe I'm... You have to book Apple ahead for them to pay attention to you? Cost container. That's someone's bed. You're just stealing their shit. Which I think is very funny. Thinking about when I'll get around to Dragon Age. I'm hoping it won't take too long. I want to finish Tyranny first. But I think Dragon Age Valley Guard sounds good. Due to the frequency and raids, all of the bridges and ramps in Lethian's Crossing can be raised to provide safe places for settlers to hide. It's very good.
There. See that?
I took Baby K to a play center today because there was time between running errands and heading home for nap. But there was not quite enough time to go. And it was raining, so I'm like, well, I guess we go to a play center. Supposed to go with Baby A's father last week before I got sick. In any case, it was still good. It's very lovely, but well, that parenting, no matter how delightful, is tiring. So I'm glad I did get. I'm glad Kay did go down for a nap, even though it did seem close at times. It's like, better sleep, little guy. It's fine, eh? So as long as I don't think about the armies beyond the horizon or the bane lurking within the old walls. Haven't seen a fate binder of these parts for a while now. Come to bring your justice. Good riddance to those uptight beast riders. Cat.
Can't do that.
Missed you by
There.
minutes.
See that?
I took to heart the statement that the Sundays are usually busy. You wouldn't have time. But that's so funny. Yeah, in the morning and then nap and then play. That's perfect. The great spear must be two-handed. That is a shame. You can use a short spear one-handed. This is the eastern waterfall. Though it cascades down alone, some settlers believe the old falls split from a single
got
source
it.
somewhere above the old walls. He liked it, absolutely. He was reticent to leave. But, you know, it doesn't... Again, because I have a miracle child, and not just because I love him. I'd certainly love him even if he wasn't a miracle. It's like I need to slow down and explain the reason why it is time to leave and similar. And once I did, we made it. This wall appears to have been damaged years ago, but was never properly repaired. Oh look, it's just strictly better. We did it. We found an improvement. Oh, Warren Shaw though. We found a... Reasonable. Just explain, like, what time it is and how our plans for the day mean that we do need to move on. And that we will return. So he... K says his actual name, obviously. Come back soon. Yes, exactly, buddy. Dad promises. I gave the free coffee ticket to someone who was very grateful. I did already drunk an energy drink. Welcome, friend! The merchant cries out to you, his belt jingling with rings. He waves his arms about in a dramatic presentation of his wares. What brings you to my humble trading post? Have a certain something in mind, or just browsing? So, did you have dinner? Most certainly, have a look. Yeah, that's good. I don't want any of those. I hadn't... Can I get a can of mother? That's gonna be my main. 52 of 76. Fuck, man. I'm just trying to buy these things. Everything turns out fine. Heavy armor. No one wears heavy armor except Barrick, who is... probably gonna be fine. Just said, oh no, garage door open. Probably fine. Fine. So let's sort. Sell value, high to low. No, low to high, right? And then we'll sell the useless junk. Oh my god. I think the closest equivalent is like, oh, we'll sell melatonin. Really shouldn't. Sold to a merchant and spare parts. I'd love to, so I had to manually sell all this. What if I wanted to keep these spare parts, right? Armor, broken bow, broken dart, broken felks. This... Yeah. guess I don't need these either. I think the secret here is I'll need some of these for crafting, and then I'll have to come back to this guy and certainly hope. This feels like I should keep, though. Anyway. Oh my god, iron ring. Fucking great. It's just... Add 10 to parry is just a thing we should have. That's just good. Superior. It's heavy armor. Literally no one wears heavy armor. Iron dagger. Exquisite. One-handed and thrown, huh? Well, what's your twist iron sword? 11 to 15 slash and pierce. 15 to 23. This is also two hands. Yeah, of course it is. That makes sense. 9 to 12. I think we take this. Alright, cool. Bam. Javelin. One hand. See, like, that seemed like a great idea. You've already got one. You've already got two. Yeah, now you have plus 10 parry. It just seems like a good idea. Brilliance, tenacity, of secret. Fuck it, of course. Spell accent. And we got the core of fire. Aridlet. There you go. Make people fatigued for 90? That's all? What bag's fatigued? Recover. Okay. We can introduce it and with like a quarter for recovery and all spells. Mental flames. Immunity to frozen for an AoE. Well, it's pretty useful, I guess. When does it last? Duration. Duration. Pulse rate 3 seconds, sure. For 30 seconds, huh? Oh, and it does damage. Well, that's different. Reaching grasp. That's not necessary. 3 meters, 105. 95. Okay, well, honestly, great idea. Let's just do that. Flash fire. Control fire and law. Foes are interrupted and burning. The interrupt and burning is useful. That's interesting. Make it frostfire. Cyclical energies, accuracy, duration, area of effect, range. Okay, let's probably stop messing about with it. Well, I'm glad we managed to buy some random shit from that guy. Well done. Did I say I wanted it on record that I quite successfully got Final Fantasy 13 working? I was also tempted to, like, swap to Final Fantasy 13 because I didn't successfully play it on Wednesday night. I played all of, like, an hour or so of Tyranny, but I want to get through Tyranny. It's good, but the Sunday night, I think we're going to jump to Dragon Age Veilguard after, and I'm eager to get to that, so push forward. Zedenia turns and approaches you, her lithe body moving fluidly as she walks. She stops before you, her stance solid and sure, but you see she's standing lightly on her feet, ready to move if necessary. She never takes her eyes off you, but you know she is acutely aware of her surroundings. Fatebinder, may the fires of your forge never cool. She salutes you. I had hoped our paths would cross. What can this servant of the flame do for you? What have you brought to protect Lethian's crossing? I've named it the Magebane Helm. I forged it specifically to protect her forgebound from the Bane in the Oldwalls. With the helm in place, its magic will keep them held inside. Why did you create a helm? The forgebound are crafters of weapons and armor, Fatebinder, not statues and baubles. I make what I know. It is also portable and can be moved easily or used in battle if should its protection be needed elsewhere in the future. For the time being, though, it will remain here protecting the forgebound. We have a job to do and cannot do it properly if we're constantly assaulted by outside forces. I've come for that helmet. Give it to me. Are you insane? I made that helmet to protect Lethian's crossing. I have already placed it above the entrance to the Oldwalls to prevent the Bane from escaping, and it will not be removed for anyone, not even a Fatebinder. I merely mean to inspect it. Tunon has sent me personally to ensure that your work is to the quality he expects. Does Tunon wish to insult me now? She crosses her arms as she knows I gaze at you. The mage beam will do its job. I'll put my life on it. But if Tunon has little trust in our work, then I gladly invite you to see for yourself in the Oldwalls. She gives a quick nod to the other forgebound before leaving the forge behind you. I wanted to talk to them about Barrack's armor, but alright. The sunburnt man tips his head in greeting. An outsider never arrives alone. At least, that's what my mother always said. Seems she knew what she was talking about. He nods thoughtfully at his own words. I'm Eldian. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. You must be the one everyone is talking about. Tunan's Fatebinder, right? Eldian looks at you over and shrugs. Hearing stories about your exploits in Vendrian's well, I expected you to be 12 feet tall and shoot fire from your mouth. Can't always tell the contents of a pie from its crust, can you? Not really a fan of the way you use your weapons to say hello, but this isn't the first time blood was shed over Lethian's Crossing, and it certainly won't be the last. I won't pretend I'll miss the Brotherhood. But enough of my prattling. You didn't come here for a history lesson, or to get my opinion on your grandeur. He waves his hand dismissively at his previous comments. The adjudicator sent you for the Archon of Song, I presume. What can this old fool do for you? What was that about the Archon of Song? Siren, the songbird? Feels like half the town she's got moving over her in that hovel near the river. It's on the first tier if you want to find her, his brow knits. Feel free to take her with you when you go. He cants his head slightly, banishing his sour expression. But seeing as you're not here for her, what can I do for you? Can I ask you some questions about Lethian's Crossing? If you have questions about our settlement, I'm the one to ask. I have the dubious distinction of being the oldest living resident of Lethian's Crossing, so I've been here for a lot of its history. Eldian smiles. Eyes, hips, hair, and hearing might all be failing, but my mind still remembers everything that happened here. What would you like to know about it? I'll do my best to not go on too long about it. I have a problem keeping my conversation short. I'd like to ask you about the crossing's history. If you have questions about what's going on in the crossing and want to ask, I'm here for more of its history than anyone else. He smiles. What would you like to know? Who was Lethian? The biggest pain in the ass I ever knew. He turns bright red, blushing at his own words, and lets out a huge guffaw. I suppose I shouldn't talk about my mother like that. She was a mediocre merchant, but a great leader. The war in the northern kingdoms cost her a very lucrative trade route up north, but she managed to trade stewardships from Kairos, and for a short time she had a monopoly on grain, salt, and tin here in the tiers. What did my grandmother say? Give a blind man time and a pile of rocks, and eventually he'll hit a target. He shrugs. Not to say she didn't deserve it, but I think luck played a bigger part in her success than actual talent. But Kairos gives, and Kairos takes. The next year, Lethian was stripped of her trade rights. Suddenly she had a large staff, but no goods to trade and no means to pay anyone. But she was a stubborn one and knew if she just kept at it, eventually things would turn around for her. She figured the trade goods would come to us. The location was good enough. It's crazy how that would happen. So she decided to concentrate on making an existing local settlement into the center of commerce for the tiers, and by the claws of a beast, she did just that. I thought she was crazy choosing a town nestled up to the Oldwalls, but apparently she knew what she was doing. It wasn't long after that it was renamed Lethian's Crossing, with bridges over the overwalls. This was the only place to go if you wanted to take weeks off of your trip. Eventually, she hired the Bronx Brotherhood to act as our local guards. We were big enough and had enough commerce to warrant the protection. Lethian was your mother? Of course. How did you think I became the Reeve of the Crossing? Certainly not my storytelling or charm. I'm maybe the oldest living resident here. That's certainly not a good enough reason to make someone a leader. Though, come to think of it, neither is just being the offspring of the former leader. He laughs. But like it or not, that's how things are. My mother was a wonderful woman. She might not have been the nicest person, and she might have been over fond of Italians here or there, but who isn't? His face sobers. May her rest be ever free of disturbance. Why does the Brotherhood want Lethian's Crossing? Land? Breeding stock? They've been here longer than I have, so maybe they consider it a home too. The Kairos' purse masters are no longer paying them to fight, and if a mercenary is killing for free, something is suspect. In the end, I suppose it doesn't matter. The Raidman will never let go. He feels he owns this town and aims to have it be his. What is Kairos' interest in the crossing? Iron, plain and simple. Now we have the forge bound here, toiling away with the ore they pull from the river. We're being squeezed for our resources. After a drink, better to squeeze fruit than a stone. And it would seem many people find us to be very juicy indeed. Very juicy indeed. Wow, Leon, that guy. Maybe he's had a dalliance here and there and there and there. Well done. I was a merchant who tried to peddle iron rocks as magical because I came from areas near the Oldwalls. One of the people he sold to happened to be a disfavored courier. The courier then showed the rock to a forge-bound master who immediately recognized its potential for making superior weapons. It was brought to Kairos' attention, and soon afterwards soldiers and forge-bound came to Lethian's crossing. They came with such force that our options were to either comply with what they wanted or die. They came with such force that I had to comply. Okay, how did you build the old walls bridges? Lethian was the mastermind of that. She could tie a knot with one hand, one string. I remember watching her draw systems of ropes and knots in the sand, telling me I would do what they would do when built. I thought she was crazy. She said she got the idea for the bridges from seeing galleys pulled out of the water and into dock. Apparently, the hardest part was getting an initial climbing team to brave the old walls and set the first ties. But apparently, you could pay a man enough rings for him to overcome his fear of old walls predators. Why'd you settle here? Necessity. The rope bridges led us across the old walls. With them, it didn't matter what trade routes we had, we'd be at a crossroads to the northern tiers, an unbeatable location. The siege of Ardent and the bastard city ended up helping us, all those folks heading to points east crossed through our little settlement, and many of them decided to stake a claim with us. By then, Lethian discovered there was iron in her rivers. She thought it'd make us rich, but also made us a target. The old walls don't make passage to the area easy, and our bridges cut days to weeks of a trip. Lethian's crossing is the best bet to get your shipment where it needs to go. Mix a mud load of iron ore into it, and we suddenly had a target painted on us. Okay. What can you tell me about the spire in Lethian's crossing? Leon shakes his head. Sometimes I wonder why Lethian thought it was a good idea to settle here. We've already had a Bane problem before the forge bound set up here. Now that they're using the crossing as one of their main forges, the Bane issue is even worse. And since the Bane are drawn to magical energy, we have to be on constant alert for them escaping. Had to seal the door. I obtained a keystone that can be used to open or seal the door. One of Kairos' soldiers found it when they were looking for a way to seal the doors to keep the Bane from escaping. The sealed door is only a temporary measure, though. It holds Bane back for now, but it won't last for much longer. That's why Tunan instructed Zedenia to create an artifact to protect Lethian's crossing from the Bane. Will you let me into the old walls? I'm afraid that's a risk I'm not willing to take, Fatebinder. Once the doors are unsealed, there's a good chance Bane will flat into Lethian's crossing. As much as I'd love to help you, I can't endanger the town like that. Okay. I think that's all we need, rather than continue a massive lore dump. Like, it's all good stuff, absolutely. It's just notable that it can get old. Let's steal this shit. Plans. Headhunter. Mythical Blade. Forge-bound hammer. Superior. One-handed. $10 to $12. 8 to 10 with frenzy. What if? Boop. There you go. These worn iron weapons look as if they have been recently repaired and being ready to be shipped back out. His armor is newly made by the forge-bound. It is still warm to the touch. It's hot, don't touch it. Lentis, master of casting. Lentis surveys the room with an air of superiority. He addresses you without making eye contact. Is there something you want? Is there a problem? This guy carefully watches Lohara as he answers you. Yes, but these are forge-bound matters. Nothing that concerns the high god of Tunan, I assure you. What do you do here in the forge? I keep things running smoothly. Upkeep mostly. He smiles coyly. I am also second in command to Lahara, and so in case anything ever happens to her, I'm here to take charge. Okay. Hey, Lahara. A muscular woman stands upright from her forge and turns to look at you. The light of the fire playing across her face, making her eyes dance dangerously. A toothy smile breaks across her mouth, the only bright spot on her soot-stained face. Do you kill with your left hand or your right? She rubs blackened palms together, eyeing you expectantly. Normally I can tell at a glance, but you're a little harder to read. Right. Noted. She clears her throat and wipes her blackened hands on the canvas of her smock. I am Lahara, Master of Timbering and Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My tasks exceed the hours left in the day, but there is no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with the Fatebinder. How may I be of assistance? Why'd you want to know if I killed my right hand or my left hand? The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the power plea, and most rewarding to work. So many scales of so many different sizes. And then there's the rivets. She slides her thumb and fingers together, shading flecks of soot and iron dust. I imagine you see a lot of battle in your line of work. One gauntlet is invariably going to wear out before the other. My mind is always thinking on what will need repairs first. It's as simple as that. Are you well? You look weary. Ecstatic. Her voice is matter of fact. And a smile creeps in. The ritual of the forge links heart to hammer. My blood beats only when I strike my ingot. My forge runs too hot if my breath becomes too hurried. The bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating. Is that how you excel at your craft? Well, that in practice, she scowls. But yes, the rituals link the senses to the materials and the body to the tools. My hand becomes a joint, the hammer, the true end of my arm. I can feel the heat of the forge as if it were a weather of the room. Under such circumstances, true focus can emerge. Couldn't that kill you? I should hope so. She laughs, her face blushing the color of molten metal. Better than being defiled and killed by brigands, poisoned by grain rot, or slain by childbirth. Would not a soldier wish to die in battle? Fascinating. Let's speak of other matters. How may I be of assistance? Can you make something for me? Can? She lifts an eyebrow. Most certainly. Well, wow. Kyrus invented cues for a reason. She let slip a sigh. I have every Iron Walker and every Scarlet Chorus ringleader sending me bribes and flattery in hopes that I'll work off schedule and make them something special, this or one of a kind that. Her mouth moves as if to speak, but she falls silent, folding her arms. I didn't realize my request was so thoughtless. My apologies. I get unreasonable demands every day, but it's not the volume, it's the purpose. She lowers her voice to a near whisper and steps closer to you. I do resent that Kairos demands reduce our work to mere quotas. I should be allowed to customize my work for every soldier. Only apprentices have anything to learn from making the same size helmet again and again. Again, I ask. That I will. Tell me about the Forgebound. For centuries, my guild has sought the union of magical and manual perfection. While others concern themselves with the arcane for the sake of inordinate power, we study it to overcome the traditional limits of our arts and crafts. The forge is our dominant concentration of study, but not all forgebound work metal. Some are weavers, carpenters, and one of our older members fancies himself a chef. The wise and mighty Karis has been kind to our guild. He offered to put our weapons and armor in the hands of those who would change the world. A broad smile overcomes her face, and he has been true to his word. Forgebound iron is trampled to tears, and all that oppose Karis's forces rest their heads on forgebound spears. What can you tell me about the forgebound master? Zedenia is the best leader I have had the pleasure of working under. She guides the forgebound with a steady yet stern hand, guaranteeing that all our work is of the utmost quality and peerless in every regard. I am Zedenia's second, which is why I am the forge master for Lethian's Crossing. She points at Atlantis. He's my second. Should anything happen to me? I haven't worked with him long, so I don't know much about him or the true long-lasting quality of his work, but he was appointed by Zedenia, so it must be good at what he does. Can you make me something magical? No. She smiles and shakes her head. But almost everyone asks. Relics of arcane power must grow into themselves. They are never made from nothing. She points her finger in the air and smiles. What I can do is use my magic to swing my hammer with perfect precision, or work a cantrip to handle molten metal with my bare hands. We can build artifacts of exceeding quality and refinement, but they must be used in great deeds to grow into relics of power. And that is why we seek to put the works of our forgers into the hands of the greats. True legends require the alliance of swordmaker and sword master. Why make weapons if you could kill your foes with magic? Why walk if you could pay porters to carry you? She shakes her head with a huff. We have ways to protect ourselves from those who would abuse us, but we study the arcane for purposes of building, not destroying. We leave that to others. They can take our implements and use them to sow chaos if they choose. I would rather take chaos and force order on it. How exactly does your magic help you make things? Our most important rituals bind the craft of tools and materials into one entity. She cracks a nervous smile. Close enough. In my own work, the forge bind draws the whole of my senses to the edge of the blade I'm tempering. I can see the tiniest notch, or touch my finger to the blade and feel the razor sharpness without breaking my skin. Such a perfect execution of art has its costs, of course. Once heart and lungs become linked to flame and hammer, a dropped hammer could lead to a stopped heart. Most of our members die in the throes of their work, killed by a distraction or simple error. She blushes. We lose a lot of apprentices. Speak of someone else. I'd like to talk to you about Barrack. What about him? What about him? I hoped you would examine Barrack. Did the adjudicator not issue an injunction against precisely that action? Indeed, he sent the decision by bird to each of the guild's workshops. Diplomat. I have the utmost respect for the work of your guild and would do nothing to jeopardize the standing with the Overlord. Yet you must admit Barrack's armor is a magical marvel. Surely an examination wouldn't run afoul of the law. You forge words like a courtier, and I have little doubt that you could twist in the argument to your advantage, or were we pressed to answer for a crime. Allow me to state this in no uncertain terms, Fatebinder. The Forgebound swore our allegiance to tune in the adjudicator, Archon of Justice. We do not easily forget that oath, nor do we rush to circumvent it. Our fastidiousness is not limited to our craft. Loyalty to an oath looks like this, Fatebinder, in case you had forgotten. I don't suppose you know any skilled smiths who lack your ironclad sense of loyalty. Behind the obscurity of his helm, you can hear Barrack grinding his teeth. You ask me to be an accomplice to your crime. There may be an individual who can help you. Rumor has it that there is a maidesmith of some manor in the Stone Sea. By all rights, she should have been killed, so I assume that she's worked out a deal with that glowing green bastard Narat. I cannot provide you with a name, but you might ask around Halfgate if you have the misfortune of being in that area. I appreciate it, Lahara. Goodbye, Fatebinder. As far as I'm concerned, this conversation never occurred.
Can't do that.
Well, well, well. We've got a lead. Yeah, Barrack clearly doesn't want us to do this. All right. I don't want him... To arms! The Fatebinder approaches must not be allowed to live.
This
What? Assault on the crossing. Oh! They're back. Well, no, you need to be in melee, buddy. It's your job. Alright, so how do we make it so that you are only going to melee? You probably can't, can I? Get in there and take.
I will aid you. I will aid you.
Can I get a stunner? Lantry's got interrupt/stun. What if we... Cool. That worked. That worked very well, actually. And now, cast a stun. Whoop! Or he just dies.
Oh, I could use a break. There's barely any strength left in me.
Yeah, I know. It wounds 3. You did take 2. Raider. Okay.
Your days.
Like, they seriously did.
I will aid you.
How long was the conversation that they immediately... I will age you. 39. Incorrect. And the Stitches in the background cheering on Baby K was very funny there. So, 39. Incorrect. They're the best. I got so lucky. You're turning into a DPS here, buddy, but I really want you to actually go and taunt them.
Wait my signal.
Good. I'm gonna have to manually move him into melee in every fight.
Will do.
or I won't be able to hold choke points the way I have been. Actually, this is funny. Like, I don't have... Yeah, I don't have, like, blow
I'll
up,
take care of it.
like, AoE fireball or something similar. Actually,
Cut the banter and stay low.
this is close enough. They don't appear to be highlighted.
Nope, sorry. Not a problem. Another demonstration of our power seems in order.
Okay, let me come. Oh, no. Good. Yeah, there you go. Mod House back, please. Did you get? Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh,
Pay
please.
attention, kids. You might learn something.
Each. There. Now you're in AoE. Taunt them so they don't just run past, and you can keep them all engaged.
I'd have it no other way.
If they have any buffs, and root them. It stands a reason. Maybe I need a reminder under what context would you be speaking like that?
I got it.
Troll fire skills doing pretty well here,
This
isn't
is
it?
useless. I should try something else.
What? Where did your weapons go? Why were you punching people? What was that all about? Yeah, that makes sense. That shit's always hard. Low, further. No, nothing's in range, I'm afraid.
I'll stay downwind of our enemies.
Sorry, I can't.
My oh my, parallel parking.
Moving
That was
cautiously.
definitely what everyone imagined. Whatever you imagined, I want to make it clear, you're all naughty, naughty people.
Another demonstration.
They are technically in melee.
I'd have it
of
no
our
other
power
way.
seems in order.
I
can
got
see
it.
him. You get the interrupt off as well. Oops. Sucks to be you, buddy. Do you think they're gonna keep coming for us, or? Oh. Volcanic weapon. Fire and brimstone to cause material force spells. So I don't have it. Oh, there we go. Force. Guess not. There are more of them? Okay.
Quiet down. Sorry, I can't.
This is a junction point for two waterfalls that pour over the top of the old walls.
Heads up, we have company.
Good.
Anyone else want some of this?
On it.
I will aid you. Are you afraid of death, worm?
I got it.
Eye contact. This isn't. Whatever you need.
Waiting for clear path. Yeah, I'll just get you to use your staff.
On your knees, worm!
Okay. Control atrophy is going up pretty well too. 66. Need it still. Building that law. Let me get a
I'm not one to whine, but I must protest. I'm too hurt to continue.
Too hard to continue. Okay. That's my strength. Keep up the law. Swap positions. Force res. Oh, jeez. Hmm. See, that would be pretty great. Start getting these always repulse melee attacks. Okay. It's just making everyone better at everything. Alright, let's just do it. Passive. 5% health whenever anyone kills. Like this. Passive bonuses, just why wouldn't we?
Interesting. Can't do that.
Frozen shackle. When critically hit.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't.
Could probably put it on Barrack. Just in the, we're gonna make this man get bonked a lot.
Send them at me in rage!
On your squiggly things that would be knees
do it
if
for the
you
best.
were, if you had them. Did that just not do anything? Come on.
Take that!
Yeah, see, that's what we're after. So very stunned. Stun him right back. Good. Well, he wasn't stunned, was he? Also, where are your weapons?
Grovel before me!
What are you doing? Have you just disarmed?
Can't do that.
Honeyest possible way to phrase that question. I think my relationship would change somewhat if you were a worm. Ooh, 2 scrolls. Let's protect the Oldwalls is something easily stolen that every two-bit thug would happily take. What could go wrong? Use the keystone. place the keystone, you can get in.
Sorry, I
Or
can't.
we could steal it. I don't want to steal it. Eldian. Yeah, I think we should check in. I don't like the corpses.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
That might be his ass. Raitamon makes a mocking bow to you. Thank you, Fatebinder. You provided a better distraction than I could have hoped. It's all I need to retrieve what I came for. Now I have work to do. Throw a rock. Before Raitamon can move, you scoop a rock from the ground and throw it at him. He tries to duck but isn't fast enough and the stone hits him right in the temple. He rocks back momentarily, a large gash appearing on his head. Raitamon opens his mouth to speak, thinks better of it, and runs away to the south. Why is his head glowing? Oh, we're here now. Okay.
I got it.
Well, we can't check an Eldian now. Let's pursue Raitamon to the south. You motherfucker. Also, we quick save. Let's just... I was gonna rest. Look who's here. But just a bit too late, aren't you? Raitamon laughs. He holds a rope, the end of which is binding Zdenia's hands. Zdenia stares at Raitamon with intense hatred. Now I have the Magebane, the helmet, and the Forgebound Master. Nothing can stop me from unleashing the Bane on Lethian's crossing. Zdenia growls and takes a step towards Raitamon, who jumps back and puts up his hands in front of him. He knows one of his eyes is black and his nose is bleeding in addition to the welt he caused at his temple with a rock. You motherless cur! Zdenia spits at him. Her clothes are splattered in blood, and she works her hands, fighting against the bonds holding her. As soon as I free myself, and make no mistake, I will free myself, your blood will join your underlings on my armor. It will take more than a hammer to my head to take me down. Coward, using your men as a distraction. You know you are no match for me. Raitamon takes another step away from Zdenia before continuing. With the Bane free, I will prove that the Bronze Brotherhood are the only ones strong enough to protect Lethian's crossing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a town to endanger, so I can save it. That guy sucks.
Battle!
Lord Master,
Try a
examine the
different
helm.
weapon.
Well, I guess we can't now, huh? Okay, so we need to not move because you'll explode. Let's activate this thing that makes you tankier. You need to move because you need to engage with now. Taunt. Or properly.
Take me if you can. I will aid you.
Oh no, he's dead. Never mind. I think I quick saved. In fact, I'm gonna load that quick save because yeah. Hopefully pause because I think we're walking really close. That's the thing you could do. Oh, cool. Yeah. Wow. I was actually going to suggest that, and it just did it. Like, you, when loading a save, stop the momentum from the people moving, because then, surprise, surprise. Oh, stolen. Law, magic, wits. Cool. Oh, I've only got one. Let's save it. There you go. That'll do. Lots. I think that's permanent as well. Seize against some power. Well, that's cool. Extra might, which he only uses. Consumable recovery time 20 seconds. I think this is. I think it's just permanent, right? Keep your shoes on. So wits is 19. $11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, +1 wits. 19. Drink. 20. Just permanently? Okay, great. Love it. We've seen this conversation before. Maybe I could have quick saved before. Oh, yeah, there's no dialogue?
Another-
It just happens. Okay.
Demonstration of our
So, sincerely need these fuckers taunted, and you need to stun as many of them as you can.
Can't do that.
in order.
Take that!
Okay. Are you stunned? The silence, that doesn't matter.
Leave the strongest to me. I require.
You require. No, you're fine. Calm down. I was worried there for a second, honestly.
Needle and thread.
I know he's stunned again. Quick, get that AoE damage. Just existing in a semi-permanent state of... Believe me, I understand. Strike a target. Only get one person. You fuck off.
Wish.
That didn't work. You can cast it. That worked. Oh. Sorry, Willow. It's that sort of game. It's real time with pause. Hitting pause repeatedly is just part of it. Maybe I should, whenever I press pause, explain what the hell I'm doing, you know?
Right.
Does that help? And hup! Good job, Matt. That free quicken. Oh, this is not going to go well for you, is it?
I had an iron.
This is useless. We should try something else. That wasn't so hard.
Freaking held. Master Blacksmith at the Forge Spire. Cool. Like, I'll do this if I had any idea how I could upgrade my Forge Spire. Guess that's one of the reasons why we're here. Ooh, another sky cap. Ooh, a vagrant stew. I love taking pharmaceuticals for personal benefit. We kind of got to, like, we got to turn up and say, hey, that guy sucked. Like, I seriously didn't expect that to go so poorly. What's going on? Dual wield. We should increase finesse. Accuracy of attacks and spells. We love that. It's the accuracy of his spells, especially ones that stun. Suppressed. This is +1 might suppressed, huh? What are we gonna do without the Magebane helm? Bucket and bronze. Hope Eldin has a plan to get the helm back. Hello, Fatebinder. I mean, I was just told the news that the Magebane helm has disappeared. This is terrible. What happened just now? I heard fighting out there. Are there more of them? Raytaman stole the Magebane helm and captured. It was Denya. I was just beginning to believe we were finally safe, but a celebration planned before its time will no doubt become a wake. Eldin shakes his head. Was that Zedenia, there's no chance of getting into the helm. My friends, please, go back to your homes for now. The Fatebinder is taking care of the invaders. Twin Rivers Deserters March. I know it's asking a lot out of everything that happened, Fatebinder, but without the helmet or Zedenia, we are in the same predicament as we were before. The Bronze Brotherhood have a camp near the Oldwalls at Twin Rivers and used Deserters March as a travel route. Either one of these places would be a good place to start searching for Raytom and Zedenia. Please find them. I don't know much more than that, but I'm happy to try to answer any questions you might have. What can you tell me about Deserters March? It's empty, desolate, and swampy. People don't normally go there, which is why the Brotherhood use it for travel. There's less chance of running into someone on the road. If Raytom is heading anywhere, he's likely using the march to get there. What can you tell me about Twin Rivers? There's another entrance to the Oldwalls there, and I know the Brotherhood use the area as an outside base of operations. There are even rumors that they've been exploring the Oldwalls. If that's true, Raytom is even more insane than the people have been letting on. Anything else going on in town that I should know about? I hate to add a request upon a request, Fatebinder, but I would ask one more thing of you. The recent attack was horrific, and there are a lot of folks that are in a bit of trouble now. The Hara lost some of her men in the attack. She was stretched thin before it all, so she's going to need all the help she can get. Some townsmen have also gone missing. No doubt your assistance could be useful to all of them, so if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please ask the townfolk if they need your help. He makes a formal bow. I know we have no right to ask this of you, but I know you can help when no one else can. At the risk of sounding like Lord I Told You So, Archon of the Obvious, what in Kairos' name was a long-term plan? They just leave the mage band sitting out in the open, unless they were willing to commit armed guards day and night. It's just asking for someone to steal it. I was thinking the same thing. I'm glad to guess either nobody here knows the first thing about proper security, or it's an inside job. For a moment I thought I was being overly cynical. Glad to see my cynicism is entirely average for this group. The safety of the settlement is all that matters to me. I hope we're of similar minds on this, Fatebinder. Since you're clearly capable of handling threats, otherworldly or not, I'll see to it that the old walls remain open to you. A passageway leading to the base of the spire will be unsealed upon your return. If accessing it could help you in any way, please use it. I know we're asking a lot, Fatebinder, but if there's anything I can do to help you, just ask. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the recent attack. Horrible. It's all just horrible. He shakes his head. What's in your mind, Fatebinder? Any idea where Raytom might have taken Zedenia? The Brotherhood doesn't like to stay in one place for too long, so I can't easily point you to one location, I'm afraid. Haven's full of thick forested caravan routes and river crossings. They like to make themselves at home in places like that for days at a time, and then, just as word reaches travelers of their whereabouts, they pick up and move on. Crafty fellows. I doubt Raytom would continue that routine with Zedenia and Magebane in tow, though. Rumor has it that he sometimes moves through the old walls, which, on account of it being absolutely daft, probably means it's true. He shrugs. This is all a long-winded way for me to say that I'm in the dark here. Sorry, Fatebinder. How are the settlers faring after the attack? Not well, I'm afraid. There's been some tension here and there with the Brotherhood, but by and large, they've never attacked people in the settlement. Actually had their fair share of admirers here, believe it or not. We've at least a dozen dead, more wounded. Most folks stayed inside and got out of harm's way, but everyone's rattled. He gingerly rubs a bandage wrapped around his hand, wincing as he does. The attack didn't make a lick of sense. It was to say that Raytom might not return for more. How dangerous are things now without Magebane? Truth be told, Fatebinder, I'd be more concerned about that helmet than Brotherhood on a rampage. It's true we survived here for a long time without magical protection, but that situation can change as soon as you blink. He points to a dark scarred patch of skin on his neck. I got this many years ago. Thankfully, Bane attacks were few and far between then. He pulls his sleeve back to reveal some tightly wound bandages on his forearm and bicep. He's gotten separate attacks in the last 2 months. Something is driving the Bane out of those old walls. Why do you think Zedenia was ordered to come here and deliver that fancy helmet? Why do you think the Brotherhood attacked? He snorts, frustration evidence in his voice. I think it's safer to say that Raytom attacked, though perhaps they're one and the same. I've been around long enough to know that to spot the weed that'll strangle your crops. That man has always carried a bit of poison inside him, even before Kairos kicked the Brotherhood out. Raytom once burned a village to the ground to kill a rival that was hiding there with the help of some sympathetic folks. He said that the villagers raised arms against them, but that's a load of pig shit. He did it because he was obsessed with getting vengeance and never lets go of his obsessions. This rival wronged him before, so he left no stone unturned until she was dust in the ground. Consequences be damned. Whatever fool notion compelled him to order his men to come to Lethian's crossing and steal Magebane, I guarantee you Has everything to do with that obsessiveness. He hasn't changed all these years. There's something big he wants, rest assured, and right now we're all in his way. Why do you think Raytaman took Sedenia captive? Interesting question. Eldian scratches his beard, squinting his eyes in thought. Truth be told, the Forgebound and the Bronze Brotherhood never really got along. The Ironworkers think of themselves as artisans and see the Brotherhood soldiers as dim-witted thugs that aren't worthy of their fancy swords. The Brotherhood, for their part, see the Forgebound as docile servants of the Overlord, happy to trade their dignity for regular meals in a steam-filled prison they call the Forge. I don't know if Roteman aimed to take Sedenia. Quite frankly, she's just as likely to cave in his head in with her hamlet on any given day. He chuckles at the thought. Whether he planned it or not, giving the Forgeband that comeuppance is probably something he's wanted for years. It seems not all the Brotherhood agree with Raytaman. I've heard rumblings about that. Word is that their leader is a paranoid sort who sees conspiracy and betrayal at every turn. I've seen a few of his lieutenants come and go. Pretty sure they're not all falling in battle. Tell me, if that's the sort of man you're following, how long do you think it'll be before someone tries to stake a claim? I've known some Brotherhood men and women in my time. I'd never call them wholesome, but not all of them are arsewipes. This move by Raytaman is going to rub some of his folks the wrong way. Other questions? No, nothing new? Cool. Oh, look at that. They're leveled up. I would love to shuffle out some of these people, right? We've had Ebb for ages. I think the only way to do it... Oh, wait. Artifact Hunter. There it is. There you go. Travel to Twin Rivers. Go to Deserter's March. Maybe we'll take a quick side bonus lore and spell slots. Done. Hey, look. Lots of spell slots. Lore is 67. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. I know you were thinking it. Because we're all Gen Z now. Actually, this like can't be popular anymore because I'm in my 30s and know of it. So clearly everyone, like, it can't be good now. That's how slang works. When the parents are saying it, it's no longer cool. Bonus damage. See, that's good. Superior. Fine. 63. Well, I can't really afford much else. Nimble. Ranged accuracy. What if I take that? Get them to accessory plus 10. 60. Again, very expensive. Right. Orange short bow, the iron great spear. Like these are, I don't. Who would use that? Maybe I can sell that for a bit. Heart of battle. Everyone's braces. What is this worth so much? It's not. It's just that it's top of the list. Do that, and then we can perhaps buy. There you go. That'll do, I think. Ranged weapons. Who uses ranged weapons? Verse. We'll go pick her up. I haven't adventured with her for a bit, and I'm concerned. Oh, hi, Zarin. Did you, like, help in that battle at all? No? Siren stands here, surrounded by a group of villagers. She speaks to them in soft, dulcet tones, holding them hypnotized with her hand motions. Her headdress flashes as she speaks, and you aren't able to tell if it's the trick of the light or the gem in it is actually glowing. She's swept up in her oration and seems completely unaware you've arrived. There's a lull in her conversation, and she opens her eyes.
Well, look who's here. And what brings you to Lethian's Crossing? I can't imagine it's the scenery or the quaint locals. Have you come to spoil my fun?
She frowns a little, momentarily lost in thought.
Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Siren have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations.
As she speaks, a crowd around her appears agitated and the air in the room grows heavy and warm. Suddenly, she smiles.
But enough of that talk. What do you think of my followers?
She makes a motion over the group gathered at her feet. As she speaks, you feel a peaceful serenity washing over you. The crowd calms and breathing becomes easier. Loyalty or fear? I think fear, you know? You shouldn't be doing this, Siren. These people don't truly love you. You're manipulating them.
Don't worry, Fatebinder. I'm just practicing.
While her words in turn convey a careless air, the peace you were feeling tightens in your brain, and a couple of the gathered crowd slowly turn their head to look at you.
Besides, who doesn't love having a legion of adoring lackeys?
She smiles, and the tightness releases your mind. Their heads turn again to face Siren, adoration shining in their eyes.
Are you going to disband this group too?
She asks, her tone turning cold. It feels like the room is getting smaller. Siren, you need to control yourself.
Ugh, not this again. All anyone wants is for me to control myself. Why doesn't anyone want me to let loose? I know. You don't have to answer.
She holds up a hand and rolls her eyes again.
That was a joke. I have a little more self-control than that. But maybe you're right. Perhaps if you were to allow me to accompany you. You did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from. You'd be able to teach me how to control myself.
Add Siren to your party? Okay, Siren, you may join me. You need someone watching
Well
you.
then, let's go. If you're gonna teach me the wonders of the world, it's not gonna happen here.
What the fuck? I didn't expect that to happen. Jeez, okay. Eb,
I'll
take a
tack
break.
homeward. See you there.
Siren, like, does she tank or not? I guess, like, with Landry's a healer, though.
I will return to our holdfast at once.
Goodbye to you, too. As far as gangs go, I've seen worse.
What the fuck? Didn't I put it back in the party? Party members. Oh my god, we're gonna have to walk all the way back, aren't we? Okay, 9 points. Well, what does she do? Like, first let's check her talents. Songs, peace, war. Songs. Spire victory. Stanzas. They work. This works quite a lot like, 11. Okay, so these are just gonna come passively. Peace. We can get her to be buff. Crush and push. Armor. Disengagement defense. Languorous tempo. Experience gained for magic and subterfuge. She also gets spell slots. Can retain breath for several minutes. What the hell is this? Range of defensive songs. Sounds good. Defensive cry. That could be very useful. Just passive, huh? Cooldown once per encounter. Just retain for several minutes is good. Okay, so can we get this? We can. Few wisps of notes, icy winds, freeze enemies. Oh, no. So, guys of innocence. So we actually need that. So she can be immune to engagement. 50, like, that's very good. Range and breath. So close. Area of respite. Did we get that? We didn't. Okay, so we actually need that then. So that you can res people. Well, fuck, that's a lot. Okay. So what does she do? She's a healer, merely. No, she's a buffer, not a healer. I didn't know she was a party member. That's pretty curious, do you think? Jeez, well, I'm gonna visit the world map so we can equip her properly. There you go. It's Squad and Melody. Entertainer! 15 performance. Yeah, fair enough. Sunbird's Bridle. Complex locking mechanism on the rear of this ornate helm keeps it fastened to Siren's head. And the icon of song raises her voice. The gem at the brow flashes with crimson light, as if in warning. No matter how much you puzzle it out, you can't fathom how this gear was assembled or fastened in the first place, much less how to remove it. Can be improved with the Spy Forge. Okay, cool. What is her stuff? Disengagement defense. Neat. Okay. Secluded Forge. Huh. We can go there right away. We'll go to both of those, but we have to fucking go to... Oh, we're not. I guess it's probably good to not have a teleport away from this location button. Even if it would be pretty useful. And I'd love it. I didn't know Syrian was a companion. That's interesting. What's her bar look like? Shattered stone. Oh, because we've already got relationship with her? That's a lot of party members for only 6 spots. She was appalled by cruel words? I feel like she'd like that. Song of benediction. Song of paralysis. So we've got one teamwork move, but we don't have any of the others. Ari resolve 5 breaths. Dissonance. She acts like a chanter from Pillars, it seems. And I like that. Chanter was a great way to have, like, in a way that doesn't truly work. 1 day and 5 hours, 45 minutes. Yep. It doesn't like truly work in tabletop, but having bards just have like the chants, the phrases that go through that allow them to occasionally do something with it is a great solution for a game. Actually, now I think about it, there is a tabletop version of Pillars, and I could read that system to see how well it works for chanters. An abrupt storm drives you into the shelter of a public house built under a colossal stone overhang. Travelers from across the tier share the space with you, warily eyeing one another in near silence, until a thin stew and thinner ale loosens the lips that are gathered. A wiry woman with midnight skin sets a large gourd on a stone near the back of the cave. She challenges you to a game of daggers, in which players compete to throw identical knives at a target. The person who hits nearest center in 3 tries wins. The purse, she states, with 20 copper rings. Attempt subterfuge. Cheat. You stand and approach a woman, setting down your own twine-bound rings and challenge. The woman grins, turns and hurls her first knife, beginning the game. She seems quite competent with a hurled blade, so when a dropped clay mug briefly steals her attention, you slip one of the daggers you threw from its position, sliding it into the gourd, significantly closer to center. Your deft hands draw no attention to your deceit. After the round, the woman offers you a few rings and offers to buy you your next drink. Joyful. 20 accuracy when above 75% health. You want it daggers. A minor favor with Lethian's Crossing. Minor favor with Stone Sea Villages. Cool. It's funny, you gain reputation for winning. If you're not caught cheating, you gain reputation for winning gambling? I guess that makes sense. Look at all these fuckers. Oh, that's right, because I hired traders, didn't I? Hey! Most importantly, Verse, please join us. You haven't joined us for a while.
Couldn't help but notice the bird from Cacophony.
Verse smirks as you approach, scrutinizing you with a mismatched gaze. How do you know where the bird came from?
The voiceless birds have a certain hollowness to their movements, like puppets, or the fifth eye.
She chuckles, running a hand down her hair feathers.
But seriously, what's the boss want from us now?
The voices of Narad is not my boss.
I didn't say he was. What climbed up your spire and died?
You want to put a blade through the skull of Actually, it's not very missive. You want to read it?
Maybe summarize it for me?
First glances at the voice's wildly inconsistent lettering. You can't read?
It's never struck me as being the most useful fucking skill. Wanna make something of it?
She crosses her arms, but her cheeks flush. I could take chew.
Hey, it's not that I... Maybe after we're done opening people up, assuming we both survive?
Want to put a blade through the skull of one of the people who killed your sister Furies? Because one's apparently a loudmouth braggart.
Wait, what? He found one of the shits who killed my Furies? Let's pack up and go.
There's something else. These strange symbols on the back.
There's a lot to love about spycraft. The trickery, the blade work, keeping your senses awake, balancing on the edge between confusion and discovery. Memorizing the Archon's childish pictographs is not my favorite part.
She examines the parchment, frowning.
Malfora. She's one of Harshion's people. Bit boring, but gossipy in the way that pays. We should be able to find her along the road to Lethian's crossing.
If you can read Naret's notations, I bet you take to writing rather quickly.
Look, Fatebinder, if I need a reminder that I'm ignorant, I'll ask. The voices gave us the passphrases that will get Malfora to open up to us. When we find her, let me do the talking and everything should run smooth as sea glass.
She rubs her hands together.
This will feel good, Binder. Wildly, incredibly, stupidly good.
The Archon's sudden interest in your revenge doesn't seem suspicious to you?
Are you asking me if I trust the voices of Narat? Archon of Secrets, Spy Master, Arcane Pillar of Green Smoke and Flame, Immortal Magician, Eater of Minds, and Connoisseur of Perversions?
Yes.
Of course not. But if it's some convoluted trap, I'll have your back and you'll have mine, right?
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Got out a real knack for yourself by breaking the Overlord's edicts left and right. Whatever Tunin is paying you for your services, I say you're due for a raise. How's it feel? Not only have you given voice to the Overlord's will, but you're breaking Kyrus' magic, left and right. I'm exposing myself to powers I don't understand. Love the croissant room. War is about taking risks, and you're putting yourself out there more than anyone. I can't help but respect that. I'm here if you need me, but I don't have a mind for arcane wisdom. I'll do whatever I can to get our little gang through this war. And if it looks like your strength is flagging, I'll put you out of your misery and take control. Cheer up.
What do you need?
I find myself in need of an accomplished killer.
And I seem to be missing a gang. We're well matched, you and I.
What the fuck do you mean? It wasn't me.
At your service. What do you need? Point me in the right...
I did
Goodbye to you
successfully
too.
add her to the party.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need? And I seem to be missing a...
Yeah.
As far as gangs go, I've seen worse. At your service. What do you need? And I
Why?
seem- Goodbye
she
to you
not-
too.
I will meet you at the spire.
Okay, that worked.
At your service. What do you need? And I seem to be... As far as gangs go, I've seen worse. At your service. What do you... Point me in the right...
Bloody fool. No one's here. Corpse eye. Well, if it ain't the big bad boss, come to take a look at my wares. Handpicked from the finest of battlefield corpses, I assure you. Scarlet Chorus's milky dead eyes roll in their sockets as he bows deeply, mocking you. What'll it be, boss? What's in stock? Oh, Jesus, okay. Crimson Spear armor. Much better. Can barely afford it. Sweet, okay, we'll take some of that then. Only kills in shadow can equip that. Well, 80 rings. Fuck you. Maybe later. Kenrick. Kenrick, smelter. I'm quite a master bit, you know, getting there. Never worked this high up before. Was done for everything. Oh, let me show you what I've got already. Iron War Mace. Jesus Christ, okay. Chill out, chill out. Fuck. Come back later. Oh, I'll make more stuff, thanks. Attacking the Swindler. Find height suitable for one who deals in webs and whispers. Not always about spinning in shadows. I see and hear much of my perch atop your spire. I'll tell you about the whispers I've heard. Find anything lying around I'd be interested in? I'm working, Fatebinder. Always working. Come back later. Any tidings of particular interest? Countless? Oh, which would the Master Bee Binder like to know? No, I don't. Cool. I'll deal with that later. Hey, Barrick. Spirals are such a long and uninterrupted view. Barrick glances over the edge with hesitation and shivers. I find restraint and limitations more to my liking, though it is nice to feel a breeze running through these plates of solid rust.
My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention? What can I do for you? If you would have me travel at your... Here to serve.
As far
Let's
as
go.
gangs go, I've
So much
seen
of the
worse.
world I
That
haven't
worked.
seen.
So apparently Verse couldn't do it. Okay. Welcome back. What a... That's crazy, right? Boop, boop, boop. Boop. That's crazy. Wait, bows? Bows. Accuracy and might. So I didn't need to improve quickness at all? Whoopsie. Yeah, because she uses bows primarily. Cool. Bonus to dodge is good. So, what's the talent for? I'd shoot people in the head. Good.
I'm on it.
Good ability, I guess. Car? Better come take a look. I've got a basement carbon here. Fate binders. Huh. Bullshit. Light leather. Superior. They look different. Well, shit, I should get this. Fate binder, tune and hat. Head wrap. Sigil phasing. I can't afford all these, can I? Approximate action. Alter a target's weapon. Directed force. Everything but phasing them. I wonder if I could sell more shit. I'm almost. I don't need that. It's fine. How is this? Jackal is close. Yeah, we bought those for a reason. Never mind. Could probably check this now too. Oops. Put this here. Move to her. Check. 13 to 15? 16 to 12. That makes sense. But we can sell the old one. This. New gloves. There you go. Version two-handed. No one uses this yet, so... Gimme. Such a dork loading. Oops. That was potentially a minor mistake. Look at that. Directed force. Fire! Directed force. Twisting flame. Fucking sick. Anyway, we usually use atrophy. Withering cloud. Corruption decay. Weakening and silencing enemies. That's pretty good. 12 meters. The length goes up to 16 meters. Lower the cooldown if I wanted. I want the power more than anything, to be honest. But I guess we can't, so let's just make it... No. I think this is actually more useful than the crippling coil. Yeah. Look at that. That's fantastic. now I've got a really high chance to weaken in silence. While we're at it, Touch of Atrophy has got Strength 2, Reach 2, Accuracy. Can lower the cooldown, I guess. Increase the duration? Probably not. Okay, cool. Now, we better get out of here before the croissant room drives poor Willow insane. Oh, it's break time too. I'm gonna keep going until Emma Stitches and
Yes.
Toddler K are like, okay, go to bed, because I'm near certain Toddler K is about to go to bed. So that would be a good time for a break. So I can't do a Spire upgrade. What? What? Oh, another one here. Core Sigil. Guarded form. To reduce the damage, takes brutal strikes. Illusion. Taratas and illusion spells. Jeez, okay. We got some cool shit here. Spire. Nothing. I have to find some other way to unlock the magic stuff going on here. Kind of thought my trainers would be out here, given I'm paying them, but, you know, maybe it'll show up soon. Spy rest bonus. 5 and until next rest. Yeah. Oop. Merchant Crossroads. It's not Deserters March or Twin Rivers. What are we doing here? Oh, Malfora, right. Not open for business, friend. I'm looking for trouble. Basile and Lathan's crossing expects me with a shipment shortly. Wouldn't want to keep her waiting. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's break time. The merchant watches you warily as you approach, a heavy pack hanging from her shoulders. Soft and well-fed, this one, but look at her stance. She can handle herself. First takes a woman in with long, appraising gaze. Excuse me? The merchant blinks. Glares silently. You must have me mistaken for someone else, I assure you. Oh, fine. The road to Starwood is paved in iron. Burst sighs. The farms of Azure are mostly air. She nods with relief. Say nothing. Yet their papers aren't flame. Sorry about the formalities. If word got back to the voices that I was cutting corners on security, let's just say I prefer my tongue in my mouth than my bowels in my bowels, I guess. She shakes her head. You're the fate binder of the Mountain Spire, correct? I'm Malfora. She opens her hands to you, palms out. So what does the voices of Narat want to know? Not one for foreplay, are you? Bess shakes her head. Right. Malfora glances between the two of you before her eyes settle on Verse. The man you're interested in calls himself Crocus. No idea whether that's what his mother named him. Showed up in the crossing a few months back, picking fights and looking for rings. He ran afoul of the garrison, and they stomped the pants gravy out of him. That quietened him down for a bit, but when he started casting around for work again, he boasted of his victory against a band of Furies during the war. Is he still at the crossing? You think a story like that would scare off any potential employers, but Ace has never been the brightest ring on the robe. She shakes her head. Who's Asa? A cloth dealer originally out of the Azure. Runs a circuit from the crossing out to the Brothers and down into the calmer edges of the Blade Grave. Very evocative. Yeah, I had Crocus and a few others this last week, claiming he needed extra protection for his daughter. Why he had brought his daughter to the crossing in the first place, Overlord only knows. Thoughts? Shit sticks. It's not going to be easy to find a caravan between here and the Blade Grave. First curls her lower lip and low her uneven teeth. Luckily for you, I'm very good at what I do. Malfora smiles and produces a scroll from her pack. He usually goes to Starwood by way of the Ocean Spire, but he's cutting east to make time and avoid beasts. She wraps a knuckle on a thick black line. Your best bet is away from here at Hunter's Respite. She points out a position just south of Haven. What's your role in this? Just who are you, exactly? Mostly I'm open ears. Came up in the bastard tier, but made for Haven when I could leave home. She twitches and waves at bugs that buzzes past you. Started hauling goods between the crossing and Sunder, eventually expanding down to the Brothers, and even as far as Ardent in a good year. The conquest is bad for business. By then, though, I heard and knew a lot more than I did before. Thought I could turn a profit, swapping information with the Archon. I thought right. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Hail, Karis. She straightens and quickly salutes. What can you tell me about Hunter's Respite? Small stretch of wilderness far enough the trade road to dissuade raiders, but near enough to avoid losing much time. The isolation recommends it, but not much else. Honestly, the respite's starting to get too well known as a stopover. I give it a year before thieves start hitting it. She sighs. I'm supposed to wait for him and just hope he shows up. If you want to catch Crocus, yes. Ace is taking the southern road out of Haven, so almost certainly stop there. Never made a great secret about it being his favorite resting stop around these parts. Thank you, Malfora. Oh, thanks. When we find this bastard, we'll open him from balls to chin. You now know everything I know about the so-called Fury Slayer. If you have any other questions, you'll have to ask someone else. Malfora bows informally at the waist. Yoink. Well, the barrack just leveled up from that. You did nothing. You stood there throughout the conversation. Congratulations. It counts. Dodge. Parry. See, armor deflection. Maybe armor deflection would be good, so you stop dying all the time. He actually doesn't die that often, but still, you can complain about it. Sharing damage. Oh, there you go. Everyone takes reduced damage. So it further increases the number of +2, +1, so you can get 2, 3. Actually, no. But this soon. That's good. Bonus and dealing pierce damage. Okay, cool.
Sorry, I can't.
Evocative language. Oh, contest respite. Whoop. We've got a quest. We should follow up on it. I think the main quest can wait, right? I wonder why whenever I like change zones, a fart cloud appears out of nowhere. Hello. Clearly the correct way. Oh, there's Crocus. Never mind. Hello, not Crocus. Sentinel. So you approach a bronze-clad caravan guards. They look up as one, leaving dice and rings on the ground as their hands move to weapons. Who goes there? Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Turn back the way you came, stranger. Things will get bloody with quickness. I see some caravan guards, but not the caravan. Why are you over here? I see how that's any of your business. He glances over his shoulder towards the north and back to you. The paid guards, we get paid to guard. We don't pick where we guard. We don't ask why about the where. That makes sense, right? His brow knits and he looks to one of his fellows. The other guard shrugs. I understood perfectly. Of course he did, Bronze Brain. You have questions in need of answering? You speak to Crocus. Find him at the hill to the west. We're looking for Crocus. He's not over here, is he? We don't know him by sight, you idiot. Shut her up for you. He winces. She's a serpent, but she's not wrong. Can you point us to Crocus? Go back the way you came and head north up the incline. Crocus is there at the camp. He shoos you with his hand. What the fuck are they guarding that? That's weird. Deathblade. Also, I'm on about to, like... No, that's the formation I want. A tall, thin man in bronze and leather scrutinizes your approach, hand on the hilt of his blade. That's far enough, stranger. Wait, Crocus, we got company. His voice comes out low and rough, with tears accent a growl. That's far enough, stranger. Oi, Crocus, we got company. A massive man answers the lookout's cry, his approach marked by a pronounced swagger. Crocus rests a massive axe on one broad shoulder. His hair seems to have migrated largely from his scalp to his chin, and the veins at his temples stand out against his deeply tanned skin. Besides Cario here, I've got an entire squad behind me. Experienced warriors all. So I'm left wondering, who the fuck are you? Point to verse. I have faith by Mon has, but more importantly, this is verse. And I'm about to adjudicate your head open. Justice for my Fury sisters. She grins hungrily. Oh shit. 2 arms, 2 arms. Mercenary blinks rapidly as recollection sets in.
Come at me.
Great. Neat.
No, that's a team ability. We don't want that. You have any... No, nothing. Oh, that line attack is kind of thin, isn't it? Get this taunt off on everyone. That worked well. Aura of Fear finished. Okay, now let's get the Aura of Fire out. Fury's Rage, don't want that. It's from above. Blood 6 toads. One has. There you go. Eternal Flame. We don't have heals right now, so I usually just wait for them to go off, so we need to be a little more cautious than normal. Band of Night. Nothing yet. How many does she have? 4. We're close. Second Wind heals. Okay, good. We like that. One has Subverse, one has Subverse, one has Subverse. Okay, Death from above. I think we just keep putting in the damage. Good. How'd you get? Yeah, none of us are dead yet. That's pretty good. Da, 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 da. Loo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
On it.
It's got a decent range, so let's that worked well. Do you have... You've used it. There you go. Whew. Let's fight without a healer. We're doing okay. Let's fight without a healer in a while, and we're doing okay. Hold for the love of Kairos. Clasps his chest, blood oozing between his fingers. Hold like you held when you and your friends killed my fucking sisters. For the love of Kairos, indeed. Her words escape her clenched teeth and a half-hissed breath. She slips a small knife from her boot, and in a flash of bronze opens the fallen man's cheek. Oh, please, wait. I'm proud of what I did back then. I'm a changed man. I swear by the Overlord, I've got a wife now. She's asleep right over there. He points back towards the nearby tent and bedrolls. I earn an honest living by the damn axe. I protect licensed traders. You're not proud? You've been boasting about it all over Haven. What? No, you don't understand. I couldn't fight work otherwise. I thought maybe I could win a few fights in the crossing to prove my mettle, but the fucking guards there jumped me as a group. So I had to tell people about the Furies. It was talking about your sisters will starve, and let my wife starve. It looks diverse. Is this better than starving? Her boot comes down hard on his ankle, eliciting an audible snap. The sound dissipates into his scream. Overlord help me. I never wanted to hurt anyone. It was my damn job. I swore an oath to an Apex Lord because I wanted a bed and food, not because I thought Kairos would ever come to the tears. He sobs. That oath didn't just dissolve when your armies passed the gate of judgment. I had to kill conscripted tearsmen by the gang. And yes, I helped kill your friends. His head droops, a pink froth of sweat, mucus and blood dripping from the tip of his nose. Not friends, asshole. Sisters. Sisters then! It wasn't my idea. Katorius had the location. Sick bastard wanted to cook them with his flames. Uressa, she wanted to hunt furies, wanted to head on a pike she could wave at her enemies before battle. I was just there following orders. You said Katorius cooked people. I never saw him actually eat anyone, but I'm sure he did. Could see it in his eyes when he looked at you, that hunger. He was a sage, maybe that explains it. Overlord knows what those scroll fuckers do in their libraries. We took one of you alive, you know. What? What the fuck are you talking about? Her eyes widen. After you disappeared, we realized that one of your Furies was still alive, the big bald one. Katorius took her. Never saw her after. He's silenced by Versa's fist. Liar! She punches him again. And again. Where's Katorius now? I don't know. I swear by everything and everyone I'd tell you if I knew. He probably died in the Edict of Fire. Served him right, if so. If not, well, he deserves this treatment more than me. Where can we find Orisa? After that Fatebinder killed the Queen, Orissa's will to fight only intensified. The crazy bitch wouldn't lay down her spear. Last I heard, she was down the blade graves, joined up with those stalwart shitheels, killing disfavored in the Overlord's endless storm. Here, he fumbles with the case at his side before offering a well-soiled parchment in his blood-slick fingers. This is from her. She wanted me to come find her and take up arms again. I didn't write back. I've changed. I love the Overlord. Play, Kyros. Some orders you don't follow. I've sworn loyalty to Kairos. Don't go hunt Orisa. Go kill Katorus. They're your true enemies. They're the ones who deserve your justice. He tries to push himself away from Verse, but his heels skid uselessly, plowing furrows in the bloody muck. Don't worry, we will. Grasping his gore-matted beard, she jerks his chin upwards and places the knife against his exposed throat. Please. A bubble of pink mucus expands and contracts in his left nostril. Verse, this man has suffered enough. Listen to the Fatebinder. This has gone on too long already. Suffered enough? He hasn't begun to suffer. She delivers a swift kick to Crocus's groin, drawing forth a scream from the broken man. Please, Verse, trust me. We've got worse people to hunt. Loyalty 3. You got me here. This is your call. I think it's the wrong call, but if you're sure, you're sure. You're sure? She raises a thin, dark eyebrow. I'm sure. Fine. This one's for seeking sheath. She gives Crocus a hard kick to his knees. He stumbles to his feet, one arm clamped over his ribs. Without looking up, he ambles towards the small campsite, sweeping up his pack and slinging it over one shoulder. He carefully hefts the sleeping girl into his arms, cradling her, and carries her from this clearing. Yeah, fair enough.
Orissa's next. Let's go find her.
She turns to go, but comes to a stop instead. She lets out a quiet sigh and looks back to you.
Seeking was special, you know.
Tell me about her.
Seeking was all dynamo. Short, with hair like moss on a stone and skin the color of the night sky. Laughed at everything, even insults. She
smiles
never
wistfully.
stopped moving. If we camped, she paced the tents or palisades, always pushing us to get on.
She lets out a low chuckle.
Part of it was the gambling. People would stop taking her bets after a day or two. The first time she says she can put a javelin in an apple at 100 yards, a man puts rings down. The second time, he's willing to go double or nothing. The third, that's when he stops betting.
She sounds amazing.
Kairos's crooked cock, was she?
She echoes your laugh.
Crazy thing about Seeking? It wasn't raw talent. She practiced that shit. The spear work and the javelins, practiced every hour she wasn't sleeping or on assignment. She'd thread the sky with 3 or 4 javelins and dance towards her foe with a spear longer than she was tall. She'd knock a soldier's feet out from under him and let the javelin pin him to the ground. That's her name. Her spears found their marks as if they sought them.
But it might be a sex thing.
That too.
She laughs.
Her name meant more than the spear play. Seeking always sought, always looked for new things, new experiences, new stories, new men, new bits of lore. In summer, she'd collect stinging insects, fill thin clay jars with them, and smash them against her foes. No fight was ever even for Seeking. You either got the drop, or you got dropped. Thanks. You know, for listening.
She shakes her head roughly, as if clearing the fog from it.
Let's go. This oath-breaking scumsack won't hunt herself.
On it.
Well. An empty bedroll sprawls across among the cluttered supplies left behind. We just need more rings. A ransacked cart seems to have been hastily hidden behind some foliage. It contains several crates filled with bolts of unsoiled cloth and unspoiled food.
You have no hope!
Hi, fuckers.
Unstoppable!
For the Queen! Ha!
Yeah, that queen didn't go so well, though.
Alright, let's do this.
Bonk. Sweet. Fine shield. A pleasant shield. A lovely evening spent in the company of a shield. Torn strand. I think let's just continue to Deserter's March. Clouds hang low over the tiers, disgorging a deluge of rain. Thunder shaking your bones as lightning arcs across the sky. You press on with your journey with the awareness that weather like this often complicates travel. The roadhead terminates at the next river, which runs fat with rainwater. You see a few wooden posts leaning in the mud from remnants of the bridge that once spanned this gully. The bulk of the bridge is nowhere to be seen. Peering at the churning water, your disfavored companion rubs the back of his head. I'd suggest that I walk along the bottom, were it not for the damnable need to breathe. Apologies, Fate Butler. My presence here may hinder your options. Control Frost. The droplets on your hand harden into tiny crystals as your fingers twist into the mystic gestures of frost. The bluish glow of arcane energy builds around you, and you weave it with sweeping movements into the sigil of a long-dead Archon. With an open palm, you channel the magic before you and into the flood, and the water immediately rewards you by slowing and solidifying into a span of solid ice that arches to the far shore. Though the path is slick, you take it carefully and cross without difficulty, and the mystic forces you called upon easing the way and clinging to your being. Neat. I don't know, the lots of smaller maps seems to, like, sit well with me.
Do you have eyes on this?
Fucker. What was that quick save I made just a second ago? Huh? Let's give that a go. The lots of smaller maps is sitting with me well, even when they appear to be, like, reusing a little bit some of the area.
Interesting.
Whoop. There you go. Ooh. Iron heads. Iron sabatons. Bronze guitar. Wow. Bronze dagger. Superior quality. Lovely, lovely. We can sell all this stuff and turn out rich. Healer's Day, the 20-second span of blood. Iron guitar. Look at that. Yes, please. Look at all this good loot that I'll be selling.
Can't do that. Found something. On the lookout.
Runs Brotherhood Raider, huh? You just hanging out here? Having a good time? Mysterious missive. This rolled scrap of parchment tucked away in a satchel appears to be an undelivered missive. Ah, suspicious. Come deliver reports. Come to the march in a fortnight. A rusted blade and shield. Oh, Bronze Brotherhood, thanks. Executed Brotherhood soldiers have been lined up here, along with a small pile of gear, satchels, and rings. But
See
look
that?
at it. They were killed relatively recently. Oh, these guys don't want to talk? Well, maybe we can talk to that one. Traitors. Or so Raidman says anyway. Not my place to ask questions. Okay.
Interesting.
You think these guys are having a good time? Myrick and Locke. Reitman is a murderer, a thief, a coward. How can you stand with him? He went too far. Death is inevitable in war, but slaughtering innocent settlers? What possible reason could he have had to kill them? They were regrettable but necessary deaths. Reitman needs a helmet if we want to keep Lethians crossing out of Kairos' hands. Necessary? Do you hear what you're saying? That was a slaughter. Now the crossing is vulnerable. If the helm isn't returned, the bane will overwhelm it. Everyone calm down. Locke looks back and forth between you and Myrick and sighs. You are right, Fatebinder. Idris is Myrick. Have your men lower their weapons, and I'll have my men do the same. Fatebinder, I implore you to help us. I want to avoid more bloodshed if at all possible. Speak to Myrick, or speak to Locke. Rateman doesn't trust you, Fatebinder. Why should I listen to anything you have to say? Because if you don't answer my questions, you'll be talking to your guts as they spill out of you. Myrick's eyes widen at your words. I can see now why Rateman hates you. What do you want to know? Why did Rateman take the Forgebound Master? I don't ask, I just do. If you need to know why he wanted it, I'll have to tell you. If he doesn't want to talk to you, why are you in Deserter's March? Rateman sent me here to retrieve any loyal soldiers I can find. I assumed that would include Locke, but apparently I was wrong. The penalty for disloyalty is death. So if Rateman sent you, you know where he is. Even if I had that information, why would I tell you? I just need to talk to him. You want all this to be over, don't you? Myrick looks at you suspiciously. Rateman went into the Oldwalls at Twin Rivers. Before you ask, I don't know what he's doing there. Even if you follow him, you won't find him with 8, because you don't have the keystone. Keystone? What's that? Couldn't all the information out of me that I'll give, Fatebud. Just know without it, you'll never find Rateman. How could you follow a man who kills his own men so indiscriminately? It must have been traitors to the Bronze Brotherhood. Myrick says there's more to himself than to you. Otherwise, Rateman wouldn't have killed them. That has to be the good reason. If the man Rateman kills the traitors, then the Bronze Brotherhood must have a lot of them. Myrick purses his lips, his eyes moving back and forth as he considers your words. You might have a point, Fatebinder, but I still don't trust your motives. I'm not going to turn over the leader of the Brotherhood on speculation. There must have been traitors to the Bronze Brotherhood, otherwise he wouldn't have killed them. Rateman invaded Lethian's crossing and attacked everyone, including his own men. We're in the middle of a war, Fatebinder. People die. There's defiance in Myrick's eyes, but no conviction behind his statement. Perhaps they betrayed him. Perhaps they tried to mutiny. We don't know his true motivations. He looks to the side and you can tell he doesn't really believe his own words. Do you really believe Rateman is a good leader? Yes. Myrick makes a decision vehemently. I know everything he does will be good for everyone. We just have to trust him. He's getting nowhere. Let's talk about something else. Okay, let's speak to Locke. Hello, Locke. Locke looks at you cautiously as you approach and holds up his hands. Fatebinder, I know the recent events in Lethian's Crossing were unusual as well as regrettable. In light of Rateman's actions forcing your hand, we will overlook all the Brotherhood blood on your sword. Right now, the important thing is to convince Myrick that Rateman doesn't have anyone's best interest in mind, and his insatiable need to be the victor is going to kill us all. It would seem not everyone in the Brotherhood agrees with Rateman's methods. No. We might be mercenaries, but we aren't murderers. Myrick is a loyalist, so he follows Rateman's orders without question, no matter how crazy they are. Myrick isn't an evil person. He just has a hard time thinking for himself, and is easily manipulated. Maybe you can talk some sense into him. If he isn't careful, he's going to get a lot more people killed. There is nothing more terrifying than blind faith and flawed leaders. Do you know where I can find Rateman? I have no idea. Myrick probably does, though. Why does Rateman want the Forge-bound master? If I only knew, I might have been able to prevent this. Rateman has been increasingly unstable since Kyros's forces tried to take Lethian's Crossing from him. Perhaps he means to better on the Brotherhood. Could always use quality weapons, so getting a hold of a forge-bound iron would be an exciting prospect. Kyros's forces on the move, that would be welcome. I've been stationed in Deserter's March for some time now. I've seen a growing number of Kyros's men in the area. Something's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. If you had any luck convincing Myrick to stop blindly following Rateman. He's not as sure as Rateman as he once was. Myrick, think about what it used to mean to be a brother and what the Brotherhood used to be. The Rateman we knew would never do these horrible things to his own men. You will die if you keep with him. But he's never led us wrong, Locke. Don't you remember? Nothing could stop us. No one could hold us back. What happened? Help us, Myrick. Rateman must be stopped. Any way we can. No. Myrick shakes his hand defiantly. Rateman might have his flaws, but I am as a failure as a soldier if I don't follow my leader, regardless of his shortcomings. He faces Locke, his eyes wet. I'm sorry, brother, but the price of betrayal is death. All right. Well, can't say I didn't try.
This is useless. I should try something else.
Well, that did nothing, except take them off. Sounds like
Fire on my wreck. Locke shakes his head. I'd hoped to avoid the bloodshed. He didn't need to die, but there's no other way this could have ended. Reitiman needs to pay for what he's done to his people. We want to find Reitiman, search Myra. If anyone knows where that madman has gone, he would. Already know where he is. Just need the keystone. Oh look, the Oldwalls keystone. Locke makes a sharp gasp when you take the stone from Myrick's body. It's one of the keystones Reitiman uses to enter the Oldwalls at Twin Rivers. Myrick is a keystone. Reitiman must be there. Yes, Locke. Brotherhood rarely camp in one location for more than a few weeks at a time, unless they become predictable targets for Kairos' forces. Yes, I can remember that. Sure. Oh. No, I haven't. Okay. Thanks. Oh, jeez. Right. Uh-oh. Glad she's back. Yeah, she's a bit more helpless. You know? Me too. His favorite scouts such as these are not an uncommon sight in Deserters March. The two were likely attempting to observe the Brotherhood camp below, and were gifted several arrows for their trouble. Oh, crew map. It says much another nearby. Sheer number of them, the Kairos forces making aggressive attempts to control the region. I probably could have done that. Use that to convince what's his face.
Can't do that.
No more lootables. Cool. Well, let's skedaddle. Doodly-doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. Help! Before they kill us all! Flushed with fatigue and wide-eyed with panic, a Brotherhood warrior bounds towards you, flinging sounds of battle. To arms! Calm yourself and explain. The Scourges! He hunches forward, trying to catch his breath. They swarmed us from every direction. He points toward the battle behind him. The first brother, mate to Reitiman, he entered the Oldwalls, and shortly after, the Bane swarmed us. He regains some composure and begins to speak more clearly. We've been cut off from base camp. Welby tried to maintain some sense of order, but after Reitiman vanished and the Scourge appeared, the doors to the Oldwalls sealed shut. How do I unseal the door to the Oldwalls? Didn't you hear what I said? The Beta are attacking. I don't care how to get inside. I have bigger problems to deal with. Shouldn't you be holding the line and not crying for help? Crying? How dare you? The man takes a step back, his face in a enraged scowl. I'm rallying the flank. I'm certainly not a coward. He balls his fist, his lower jaw jutting forward. This isn't the time for childish banter. Please, we need your help. And then prove you're not a coward. Lead the charge and I'll follow. You would support the Brotherhood in this fight? His posture straightens and he hoists his weapon with vigor. And victory might still be ours. Bolstered with enthusiasm, he charges back toward the swirling battle. It feels right to help a fellow soldier for a change. Make no mistake, he's a sellsword, but so few enjoy the privilege of fealty to Ash. Let us be off.
Will do.
I will aid you. How could I miss?
You got it.
Take that!
Nope. Success. No! Don't do it. You fight well. Remind me to always stay on your side of the battlefield. The soldier loosens bindings on his gauntlets and flexes his fingers. By the Brotherhood, who knows how much worse I might have gone without your help. And Brother Kalis, I apologize there wasn't time for introductions earlier. On behalf of the Bronze Brotherhood, I welcome you to Twin Rivers. I can only assume you were here for Reitiman? Oh, what happened here? What are Reitiman's plans for Lethian's crossing? I wish I knew. Reitiman said he was going to carry out the next part of his plan. He unsealed the door and went inside with some of our brothers. A few minutes later, the Bane came pouring out of the entrance and overwhelmed us. I saw Reitiman standing at the entrance wearing a strange helmet. He was smiling. He watched the bane overwhelm us and he was smiling. Then the doors closed and became a little more occupied with staying alive. I need to get inside the old walls. Can you point me to the entrance? The entrance is to the north, but the bridge is out. Them scourges are more wily than let on. If you want to jump across the river, you'll have to go around. He thumbs over his shoulder. You won't have much luck getting inside since Rayton had sealed the entrance behind him. Welby might be able to help you, though. She was trying to rally any brothers northeast of here. Farewell. Kayla steps his hand to his helmet and nods farewell. Yeah, they all lived.
Right.
Yoink. Thick undergrowth. Work your way through the brush. That was Emma Stitch's demanding a puzzle plus because I put a generating. Incredible. Yes, please. Put a device that is used to keep track of the child underneath some things switched off, so impossible to find. Yeah, right. I bet Emma Stitches asked Luxie to do that. Blasted teamwork. What if part of the explanation is because I hung Emma Stitch's laundry for her. The request was, could you move it so you could put more laundry
Can't
on?
do that.
Actually, no. Could you move it? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Also, I'll put more laundry on, and I'll hang yours.
Sorry, I can't.
That still may very well be a puzzle plus. However, pretty cool. Ford River. Yeah, alright. 51 athletics? That's just ford the river. Always ford the river. Don't ford the river. Yeah, alright.
Interesting.
See bits of metal flakes surrounding the campfire and a pair of forge-bound tongs. Looks like whoever was here. They left in a hurry and forgot to take them. Nearby tracks head to the old wall's entrance. Oh, free iron. Wow. Such loyalty. Which is a good thing, but wow. Nonetheless. Having a less convincing wife. No, I'm fine. I'm pleased with how the last decade has turned out. I like that. And say, my wife. Fantastic. Anyway, what was I saying? This imposing wall looms over the rivers, stretching up and out of sight.
Heads up, we have company.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Oh, hey, Welby. So go around. Oh, because still, look. God, you're annoying.
No reason to tarry.
Your whole job is to get in the fight.
It'll take more than that.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Death, worm. I'd have it no other way.
Right.
Fatebinder, I would talk with you. Of course it was switched off.
Can't do that.
Otherwise it'd run out of
Sorry,
battery.
Can't.
I moved it out there. Fuck.
Seeing an awful lot of red.
160? Fuck you. They're not in combat,
See
are
that?
they? Oh my god. Moved it there from the study when the stream started.
I'm not here.
Because I'm good like that.
Here
I'm
to
very
be
good like that. One could even say I am incredible. What? Don't be frightened. They're
Can't
just
do that.
spirits. We've killed heaps of them before.
Come and feast my iron.
There are lots of these fuckers in the library. And look, we all lived. Even Serene, who wasn't there at that point. You need to deal with that first. Come on. Boop. We can silence. Better be wheeling it. Well, bonk. Thank you.
I will aid you.
Get in there. And poke him. Use your engagement. Hey, we had a less amazing...
On it.
Two-headed. Look at all this stuff we're getting. Wow. Oh, you can just
Can't
cross
do
there.
that.
Right, okay.
Sorry, I can't. Can't do that. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, no, I have that amazing Sonic meme that's, like, looks machine washable enough. I don't care. Dry clean only. Okay, so I guess you have chosen to be gross.
Sorry, I can't.
Cannot be as sweaty a Jimbles as I
Can't
am.
do that.
And not have clothes that can go into the washing machine. It's the dryer part that's just laziness. Oh, you can't use that? Probably until we talk to Wilby? How lucky of us to have the fake finder Tootin show up at just the right time. The officer gives you a warm smile. We haven't met, but I saw you with Rateman and Will on the Iron Hall Trail. My name is Wilby. Your arrival is a present supplies. Bronze Brotherhood game average favor. Contractly. Yeah, exactly. You're here for Rateman, aren't you? Wilby nods as if she's answering her own question. I won't waste your time. He's gone. As is the keystone, you'll need to get to him. That half-wit brute Marek took it to deserter's march. She spits when she says Marek's name. He would together more support for Rateman's maddening plot. The brothers out here are outraged by Rateman's betrayal. He's gone crazier than a Mountain miner. So if you are here to help, we'll take any help we can to get that keystone back from deserter's march. I've got my hands full here. Okay, so if I came here first, I could say, hey, he fucking killed everyone. There you go. Is there anything I can help you with? What is Rateman hoping to accomplish here? His growing melee with the Bane has exploded into an obsession. I think he's planning using it to purge Lethian's crossing of all the unworthy. She points emphatically at the old walls as she speaks. The problem is, the Bane knew nothing of worth. All they knew was death and chaos. If Rateman is allowed to go through this, Lethian's crossing will be destroyed. I will return. Cool. Oh, but Fatebinder, how's the day treating you? Okay. Climb the wall.
You learn something every day.
Like years, got so confused to put everything in it. I want everything like the dryer. Yeah, that's fair. The tent has been dyed to blend in with its surroundings and doesn't appear to have been abandoned. Freshly gathered wood sits in a nearby bundle, and you find a few morsels of dried rabbit in a leather pouch. Free moonstone. That was totally worth it. For the level up, if nothing else. Oh, now it can go up. I don't know why it was capped earlier. Like, it straight up increases lore in all of my spell skills. Like, I love it. Should really be increasing to a wheel at some point. Oops. I'm not gonna... Leadership skills. Alright. Just bonus to all of their stuff. Like, seems like a good idea. Everyone's better at all the things they do.
Right. On it.
I kind of feel like taking some things to dry cleaner. A bunch of linen shirts, not just for dry cleaning, but also for the... And this will steam perfectly, remove all wrinkles, and hang them. That could be worth it, maybe. Really depends on the cost. A gargantuan door towers above you, sealed shut and thoroughly impenetrable. In its center is a small hole that looks designed to receive an object. I've known a few of those. Use the keystone. Door open. Open. Yes, those are the messages from Stitches saying the animals had escaped and one has returned, which is good because one is completely helpless and hopeless and needs to be snuggled up. It gets softer and it loves the rough treatment is what she's saying. Yeah, but I don't want to iron it. It's It's so wrinkled. I love them. I love how soft and light they are. The Brotherhood soldier eyes you with immediate distrust, holding up a hand, indicating you should stop. How in the name of my fallen brothers did you get in here? There are other ways past the doors, and I know them all. Ferris nods in appreciation. That's quite impressive, but those tricks won't help you here. Tell me what you want and get gone. I need your help to find the forge-bound masters, Dania. Funny fate, Binder. Rateman told me you can't be trusted and to keep you from getting through at all costs. So unless you suddenly change loyalties and you're planning on swearing fealty to Rateman, you're not getting past me. I swear fealty to Rateman. All I want to do is help him achieve his goals. Why didn't you say so earlier? He hands you a strange-looking sigil on it. Bronze... What is this? Rateman called it a torch key, whatever that means. It also said the torch keys have names. This one is a myth, and Rateman has one called Amir. I have no clue what any of it means, but apparently Rateman does. Cool. I just like lying to you because you deserve it. You're an idiot,
Sorry, I can't.
and you betrayed your friends. Artifact under, sweet. Heavy leather boots. Of course it gets everywhere. Embrace, like, yeah, embrace the wrinkles is just how I'm getting away with
Curious.
it. But it's the... Ooh, the Binkel's mentor. Grace Affliction. Amazing. What's the alternative? It's like... Oh, fuck. There you go. Just one quickness. Generating. We don't need that. What do you got? Immunity to poisoned. You don't need immunity to poisoned. Yeah, take this off. You get this. Put this on you. Take this off. You put that on that. You wear that. Perfect. Done. 10 power is probably worth it. It's the hems are folded up a little bit. And so they're not as long as I'd like and sit higher on my stomach. Crystal in the beacon shimmers softly as you bring the torch key nearer to it. Boop. Open the door. So, if you don't convince him, you just like... You have to kill them all? That looks like a hard fight. There are a lot of
Do you have
enemies there.
eyes on this?
I hope they're idiots.
Sorry, I can't.
It's okay, Matt. It's okay. Okay, so I'm glad this opened, but this isn't... Apparently that's a no-through road. Not that hard to believe. I guess I gotta touch this, huh? Oldwalls beacon. The crystal in this beacon appears to react to the presence of torch keys. Touch the beacon. Boop. Rune on the floor. Because why would they put runes anywhere else? Hanging after washing. That's the thing too. What if I throw it in the dryer? Probably hanging after washing. And then put it in the bathroom when Emma Stitches is having a shower. Say Emma Stitches because I don't like the water as hot as her. Because she is preparing for hell. Her? No. It's just a good joke. It'd be a torch key. The women, they prepare for hell. I thought that was funny in this, in the, oh, we're all going to hell together because, like, and women, the wives, they're the only bracket foul smelling water pours from these spouts and disappears into nothingness. Did anyone smart enough to make preparations for it? And then it was pointed out, oh, though that could be all women go to hell because they're uniquely evil. And suddenly I don't like the joke anymore. That sucks. That's much worse.
Sorry, I can't.
I got tricked into liking a boomer lol hate wife. Awful. No, it's funny. It's supposed to be. Wait, that fucker didn't under... No, come back. No, we weren't done. Come on. We're exploring. Yeah, I like the interpretation. There are only ones smart enough to think about
Sorry, I
preparing
can't.
in the sense where we're all going to hell. That's much funnier. Come on. Anyway, I want to get a large and delicious burger and visit a whiskey bar. Possibly at the same time. Probably not. Not sure when.
Have a look.
Sometimes
Here.
you see things that...
New dent!
Sometimes you say things out loud, so you get it done.
Your death awaits!
Yeah, she's probably real happy. She's probably living it. She's like, this is nice. Finally, someone else enjoys this. The temperature. Sounds good, cleric. All right, let's do it. Let's do this.
One of my
What does this look like? Shattered stone.
You're welcome.
She kills a lot of them
That one
now.
rattled me apart.
All right. Burger and whiskey sounds good. Well, last time I offered you
On
a
it.
whiskey, Willie, you were like, no, alcohol kills me. Fair, but, you know. Okay, we'll get that. Oh, 10 control grave light. Done! It's fucking heavy armor? Come on. Come on. I'm gonna give it to Ed. She can wear it, I guess. You see a worn down and faded rune embedded into the wall. It is currently impossible to decipher what the rune is. Lantry's voice of ages talent is required to learn the spell rune. Fuck you. Should have brought Lantry. Why did I not bring Lantry? Should bring Lantry everywhere. I like Lantry.
Can't do that.
Can't get across there yet either. Well, we'll have to get the other runestone. So we'll pick up Lantry and come back for another pathway through later, I guess. Could be worse. Well, we're trying to not kill you, so we'll just have to invite you and see if they have fake whiskey. Sound good? And I mean, for what it's worth, alcohol kills all of us. That's its main purpose. So, there are many more passageways and rooms within sight, but beyond reach. Ooh, a torn piece of parchment. Depicts sigils of Oldwalls torch keys. Ooh, we got the Citron torch key. Oh boy, do you see this? See this? Is it going to open both? Or is it going to shut one? No, I can open both?
I'm not here to.
Oh, it's my favorite kind of puzzle, you see? It's fantastic. It's more a Metroidvania, open up the area, more than it is a
Can't do that.
puzzle, put the right thing in at the right time, or suffer consequences. Disengage, oh yeah, what if we aim this perfectly?
Fucking done.
Worm!
Get him. Withering Cloud. I don't think it deals damage. However, it looks good. Trick Jolt.
Let me take care of them!
Right.
Alright, you Bronze Brotherhood idiots. One of the mercenaries steps forward, struggling to stand. Wherever you are, thank you. We had better chances when our numbers were greater, but things began to descend with some pain ambushed us. What are you doing here? This is again after discovering a new wound in his leg. We entered into the old walls with Rateman, but were quickly separated and our ranks broken by the Bane. Rateman pressed forward, told us to fight back the Bane and regroup once they had been defeated. His face begins to drain of color, but they never stopped. Wave after wave for hours. They never stopped. The mercenary begins to take inventory of your company. Did Reitman send you to rescue us? Reitman never had any intention of coming back for you, I'm sorry. A streak of anger flashes across his face before it quickly subsides to despair as the truth sets in. We had our doubts when we entered the Oldwalls, and only a handful of Brotherhood were given torch keys. As you can tell, we were not among them. The mercenary nods to his companions and they grab what they can and begin to shuffle off. We'll be heading back to camp. We've had enough of this shithole for one day. Reitman can rot in here for all
Come
I see.
at me, grave meat.
Wrath. Nearly? You mean I need to do a little bit more wrath? You once had the Bronze Brotherhood in control of Lethian's Crossing. Well, yeah. Duh. But now they like us so much I got Mighty Blows. Just a passive 3% melee damage for everyone. I like that. Duh. Weak.
Right.
And now? Stun.
Can't do that.
Glad the Bane is not immune to illusions.
You cannot.
Let me take care of them.
We're just gonna spawn more and more? That's hilarious. Hope you'll have better luck than we did. I hope so too. Ooh,
Right.
free Peridot.
Your death awaits!
Oh, the interview with Brennan interviewing Matt Mercer was a good video. Fun watch. Enjoyable. Oh, torn piece of parchment. A myth. Citron. So I recommend it. Not just because I love
Yes.
those dogs. The crit roll cast, not exclusively, obviously, I've seen campaigns 2 and 3. A lot of 3, not all of it. Give me a break. The cast in season 4 are more determined to be serious and allow for like self-serious storytelling. As far as I know, haven't seen all of them perfectly. Than the Dimension 20 cast. And that is leaning to me enjoying it
Spotted
more
something.
than I expected. No, but enjoying it a lot. Yes. Like I knew it was going to be good. You don't have Brennan's name recognition and not know, oh, this is going to be fucking good. It's just also like, oh, it's not always a goof. There are goofs.
See that?
Always a goof? I need that. So it's like the improv is not always comedy. Just said that. It's nothing new. Anyway, let's talk to Garrick. Bloody dirt-smeared man cries out when he sees you. Thank the forged tender years found me. We've got to get out of here before the Scourges come back. Or the Brotherhood. I'm not sure which one scares me more. Slow down. What are you doing here? I'm searching the area near the Oldwalls entrance for unique metals or runes I could use in my crafting. I'm trying to advance the next level of my apprenticeship. Impressing Forge Masters is much harder than it sounds, and Master Lahara is especially demanding. You really need to stand out, and I thought this was my chance. I didn't even know Bronze Brotherhood were here until some of them showed up. I grabbed a discarded helmet and tried to blend in until I could get away. The leader thought I was a soldier who snuck away from his post, so he demanded I return to my duties. I was scared, so he shrugs with defeat. I followed my orders and went inside. As soon as I could get out of sight, I started running to find a way out. It's supposed to be a path to Lethian's crossing somewhere. He shakes his head. But that could just be a story. Of course, I got turned around and couldn't find my way back. I barricaded myself in here to keep away from the Brotherhood patrols, and the scourges roaming around. If you hadn't shown up, only would have been a matter of time until something found me. Don't you know it's illegal to trespass on the Oldwalls? I know this doesn't look good, but I was hoping that someone could look the other way since I was doing it all for the sake of my work. No one stopped me on my way here. I haven't hurt anyone but myself, so there's no problems, right? I'm in the Oldwalls too, aren't I? Let's just keep a secret between us. Sometimes I forget that you Fatebinders are beholden to Kyros's law. Of course, if I get out of here, I won't mention it to anyone. Please, you can't leave me here. You must help me get out. There are things in here, bad things, hungry things. What can you tell me about Master Lahara? She's strict, but she makes sure things get done quickly and efficiently, and like I said, she's also impossible to impress. I figured if I could find something in here to enhance my work, she'd have to notice me. Now all I'm going to get is a lecture. He looks around, a forlorn expression on his face. That is, I get out of here alive. Why not disguise yourself and sneak out? I would have, but I was committed to finding that connection with Lethian's crossing and left behind the Brotherhood armor I found. It was ill-fitting and noisy and didn't help me evade the pain, which I can assure you is a far more pressing concern this far into the Oldwalls and some hot-headed thugs. But you're right, the disguise is the better choice. He grimaces, shaking his fists in frustration. It wasn't smart of me to let go of it, I know. I haven't been thinking straight. It's been a moment-to-moment struggle just to stay alive in this cursed place. I'm not sure you can find the gear left behind, but I have heard the Brotherhood running through these halls. I'm certain there must be at least one around here that isn't in need of his armor anymore. With it, I believe I can make my way out. I mean, braces, helm, coward's contingency, move speed when you have wounds. That's funny. 6%. Some scarlet. Slightly better recovery. That's terrible. It's worse in every way. There you go, Serene. New boots. Okay, well, I guess we... It's surprising that we don't have a full set of armor. Guess we'll just find one. Probably right here. Right fucking here, I guess. Oh, the raw torch key. Hello, you're gonna spawn Bane on me? No? Okay. Hello, Bane.
Come at me, Grave.
Yes.
Mate. Another scar? Fine.
That one rattled me hard.
Combo interrupted by her death.
Take that!
More stun. Stop being afraid and bonk it. Come on. Hello, Serene.
I got it.
Welcome back. Raw.
I'm not here to make friends.
Can't believe she just said I'm not here to make friends. Are you kidding me? Frightened will defense. Is that all? Oh, would you? Don't be afraid of the Bane. Come
Wait
on.
out, you little shit.
I expect one of us in the plane, brother. Oh, so Raw is the correct one and everything else does nothing. Kind of suspected it to do more stuff. Interesting rune. This sunken relief, though heavily damaged, is clearly meant to depict a runic symbol similar to the one you saw at Ascension Hall. The relief is incomplete, thus the final form of the rune is unknown. Make a charcoal rubbing to help of the relief shape to help discern the rune's design. Brushing charcoal to parchment, you capture a blurry but proportionate image of the ancient relief. With enough collected imprints, it may be possible to reconstruct the original shape of the rune. Examine the mysterious rubbing. Oh, where's that mysterious rubbing? Spire stuff. Other. What about instead? What about date obtained? That's the most useful one. It's not here. Must be
Sorry, I
elsewhere.
can't.
There.
Yeah.
That.
Okay. Battered bronze Brotherhood armor. Well,
On it.
hey, Carrick. Here you go, buddy. You want to escape? You want to escape? Carrick. His name's Carrick. Come on. I found that armor you needed. By the fires in the forge, that is fantastic news. I can finally leave this place. Thank you. I'll make sure the forge man know you helped me escape. Minor favor. I saved one of you. I can complain about it as much as I'd like. It's not going to help. Forge bound. That's all? Jesus. Just passive 1 armor. That'd be great.
I got it.
Yo, I saved
Sorry,
your
I
dipshit
can't.
apprentice. That should be enough. I'm hoping that would leave you praising me and my brilliance forever.
Oh,
Oh, for God's sake.
someone stitch me up.
Thank you. Crystal in the beacon is not responding to torch keys from these old walls.
I am out of practice, but I'll try.
Loot. Oh, okay. At the bottom of the pit, a small hole collects all of the water pouring out of the spouts. Occasionally the hole closes and the water drains to some unseen location. Voice of Lantry. Lantry's voice of aid is needed to get that rune again. Hey, what if I put raw in you? No. Citron? Yeah, you just need citron. No, okay, you do something. That's
Sorry, I can't.
interesting. Interesting. Let me get over here then. What's this? What's this? There's a room I can't get into. Well, wellity well. We need Landry. I'll come back with Lantry. Don't fucking tempt me, man. It's because I'd almost certainly have to leave, go back to my spire, pick him up again, and come all the way back. Oh, hello. Stop it. What are you doing? In fact, taunt the fuckers.
That one rapped me hard. Take me if you can.
At least at first does so much damage.
A new dent.
Raw.
Heads up, we have company.
Oh, unavailable in combat. Well, that's interesting.
Let's be off.
Think it's gonna spawn enemies every time I do that? Which, honestly, great. Love that, because you can't grind for experience. You can only grind for your skills. I tried raw. Citron. Alright. Mammoth. Raw. Sick. Yeah, I have seen the symbol repeated with remarkable consistency throughout this place. Since research of the Oldwalls has been forbidden, it is likely the symbol's meaning has been lost to history. Almost time. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. It's so enjoyable. I love Tyranny. Maybe this is a way down and we won't take it. It is a way down and we won't take it. We'll just unlock this. Ooh, research. Magic sigil. Creating a magical accent. Spire library upgrade. God. Oh, we need it so bad. We need to design a mystery so bad. We gotta upgrade our spire. We just can't yet. In any case, thank you. Look at that. My God, it's been the end of a week already, and an end of a stream, and an end of an era. It is indeed Sunday evening. We finish our stream at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, wasn't that fun? I had fun. God, I like Tyranny. I'm not doing all of the lore dumps for Willow's sake. But doesn't mean I don't love it. In any case, it's been fantastic. Thank you sincerely. Thank you for joining me, for tuning in live via VODs, jumping in via Blue Sky, Twitch notifications, or even just watching on YouTube. I appreciate it and you. Thank you so much. I'll be back Wednesday, maybe with a Sam for birthday sleep. I'm not sure. Depends if she's busy. If I'm busy, one of the two. Otherwise, I will see you then. You may also see me go live during lunchtimes, because I want to do more Book of Hungry Names. It's a great book and I love reading, so let's get on with it, huh? Otherwise, if you could do me a single favor, it is yell pretty loudly, fuck eyes. Oh, and tell people you love them very much. Hello, everyone.